Let's turn our attention over to the Nigerian markets. But before we go into the Nigerian markets, let's take a look at how the market performed today. The market was actually up 1.24% to close at 33,474.13 points. Of course, firmly in the green there. Top gainers today, we're seeing the building and material sector still driving gains. Ashaka Cement still seeing gains, up 2 naira, 21 kobo. WAPCO also up 3 naira. Nestle up a whooping 34 naira today. And of course, looking at some other gainers topping the list is Total and Cadbury also posting gains today. Losers, top tier banks, Zenith lost 25 kobo today. We're also seeing Eternal Oil, UPL, and Livestock also topping the losers list today. But joining me from the NSE to give us his take on today's performance, Rotimi Fakayejo is the MD, of course, at Enterprise Capital. Rotimi, great to have you on the show. Now, certainly in the morning, we're talking about the fact that we might see profit-taking, slimmer gains this week, but not the case so far. I mean, what's your take on market performance, Rotimi?
The market today is quite, the performance today is quite heartwarming, because since the beginning of this week, we saw a 0.77% gain on Monday, 1.12% gain yesterday, and today 1.24%, resulting in an aggregate gain of about over 3% this week alone. I think it's coming better because we are not just seeing that in price or appreciation or index change alone. We are also seeing an improvement in the number of deals or transactions done on a day. The average that we have for last week was about 6,500 trades, but for today we had over 8,500 trades during the trading session on the floor of Nigerian Stock Exchange. The performance is quite good. But for what I see, for quite some time now, we've been having it so well, except at one or two times that we saw a huge profit taking. But that did not, at the same time, go so deeply to affect the price change or the index dropping significantly. But for what I see, I think going forward, the market is still going places. And I know that very soon, we're going to get to another level we've not reached in about 3-4 years back.
Right, and certainly earlier on, me and you were discussing the fact that we might be reaching that 40,000 mark sooner than we think, Rotimi. But let's talk about the sector performance. I mean, across sectors, we've seen good activity. What sectors stand out for you, Rotimi?
Well, two sectors stand out in the last, or three sectors: financial services sector, consumer goods sector, and industrial goods sector. In spite of the recent problem that we had for the cement industries in Nigeria, whereby they said there was a glut in the market. But I think so far, BCC Boko has already reopened, a subsidiary of Dangote Cement. And since that time, we have seen the prices of virtually all the cement companies listed on the stock exchange appreciating significantly. And we saw how it happened all today for Ashaka Cement. It's quite heartwarming at about 24.35, and I think it's still going to go places because this sector has good potentials and good returns for investors. I think for my own take, financial service sector is still good to go, and the industrial goods sector, then also the consumer goods.
Right.
But for me, for now, I think my own take will be more for the industrial goods sector.
Right, certainly financials, industrial good, they've been performing quite well. But what about the insurance sector? I mean, that's another sector where we've been seeing positive changes since the beginning of the year, and actually since last year. So what's your take on that sector?
Well, you know, the insurance sector, insurance is a sub-sector under the financial services sector. And I think for what we've been seeing of late, we've been seeing a lot of activities relative to what we had in time past. And I think a lot of stocks that were trading at par value in some weeks back are already are now listed on the gainers list. And I think this is good because there is no way the price can go below the par value. And I think investors are encouraged to participate in this sector, mainly for the fact that it can go lower than that, and at the same time, these companies have been turning in profits and eventual returns to the various investors. So I think the insurance subsector is still is a very good one now. We have the major ones in Mansard, Custodian Alliance, AECO, Continental Reinsurance, and also Prestige. And those ones are the ones that have scaled above 1 naira. I think for the other ones, I think very soon we see them coming up in the same state. And I think for those ones who are already above 1 naira, virtually all of them have joined the market making list. And that makes it easier for them to be able to get the right appreciation that they deserve.